Hello everybody, today I'm going to be going over the Restoration Druid Mage Tower challenge. Now, disclaimer, I am not a Resto Druid normally. This is my first time healing in Legion actually. I'm usually a Feral Druid, so I'm not really used to this, but let's get started. First, the talents. Now, I chose Abundance over Cenarian Ward, but you can do either or, it just depends on your playstyle. Try them out, I guarantee you'll have lots of attempts to try it out. Now, I chose Renewal because I'm pretty comfortable with my mobility. But if you're not, Displacer Beast will be good for this challenge because mobs will be chasing you. Guardian Infinity for the reduced damage. Typhoon, obviously, because you're going to need it for for interrupting some mobs. Incarnation, Germination, or Spring Blossoms. I actually switched it out for Spring Blossoms towards the end. It's up to you. It's up to your playstyle. And Stonebark. Okay, let's get into some of the buffs that I used now. I use the Augment Rune, Drums for Lust, my Flask, some Haste or Mastery food, I just chose Mastery, and Potions. Now this first phase is going to be you, your tank, and your 2 DPS facing these mobs. Now, these mobs will have 3 different types. We'll have a Ranger that will cast Mana Sting on you. And in the beginning I'm just getting some damage off, but if you're lower item level, I would not focus on doing damage, just focus on healing. I'm really just messing around. So when you have this blue arrow and you're targeted, it means that the Ranger is targeting you with Mana Sting, so you want to stand behind one of your party members, preferably the tank, because he takes less damage. But if you're just not in a position to do that, then just at least stand behind one of your other party members. Now, you see the Mage back there. Over time, he's gaining this buff, and you're going to want to use your Typhoon to knock the buff off around 4 or 5 stacks. Otherwise, it will be most likely a wipe because he'll just be doing way too much damage, and it's not good. So make sure you're saving your Typhoon for that. Another blue arrow, stand behind the tank preferably. You have a couple seconds to get in position, so don't panic right away when you get a blue arrow on you, but as you can see, I am not a good Restoration Druid right there. You can see that there was just so much damage going off. I'm kind of just winging it here. I did a battleground prior to this to sort of like dust off my restoration skills, but it shouldn't be too hard. If your item level is pretty high, it'll carry you for sure. If you're a little bit lower item level, you're definitely going to need to not to make any mistakes. You can make some, but there's just not really that much room for it, especially later on. So yeah, you'll have to kill all these mobs, and then you'll see the next phase will start. And they're the melee, the Corrupted Risen soldiers. They will cast an AoE, throwing knives at your entire party, and that can hurt sometimes. And they focus you, so you're gonna want to run away. That is where you're gonna want to choose Displacer Beast if you're not comfortable with them chasing you and you're going to be taking a lot of damage. If you're lower item level, then Displacer Beast will definitely be good. You can also use your dash, but obviously mine was on cooldown there. You can use Tranquility or any of your cooldowns here. You'll have enough time to reset them. I wouldn't use Lust though, save the Lust, but as far as your Druid cooldowns, feel free to use them because you'll have time to drink in between phases and you'll have time to just kind of wait so you can have cooldowns up. The tank takes less damage, obviously, and then you have like a melee rogue. But the hunter that you have, the old grandma there, she takes a lot of damage. So if you get targeted with Mana Sting, I wouldn't recommend standing behind her. Definitely try to stand behind the tank. But if you happen to stand behind her or the rogue, use Stonebark on them, they'll take less damage. Here you can see that I had 2 consecutive soldiers targeting me. I mean, I could run away and use Vortex, but I'm kind of like I said, I was a little nervous during this challenge because I'm not comfortable with healing. Usually I don't heal. I just Feral Druid main or tank sometimes, but it worked out. Just a couple attempts to dust off my skills, kind of get my nerves settled. I think I got this on my 8th attempt. I think this is my 8th attempt right here, so don't give up, guys. Do not give up. We only have a few days left anyway before it's gone in a way, right? So work hard for those challenges. That's why it's a challenge, right? But like I said, if you're lower item level, you're definitely gonna want to pay attention to mechanics. I used Vortex right there just because I was getting a little low and my melee DPS was getting low. I have about 20% mana, so should be good for the next group. And there you go, he's focusing me again. Run away. It's alright, it's not too bad. They don't hurt too much on my item level. I think I'm like 950 right now. 946 actually with Restoration Druid gear. 951 Feral. So I'm not too high. I'm not like the highest item level. Oh my gosh, you know, but being that high definitely helps. And having a maxed artifact definitely helps. Salute to those druids that did this challenge before all that. Those are the real heroes right there. See, I had enough time to run behind the tank with that mana sting. So don't, like I said, don't panic. You have a couple seconds. You don't need to. So if you feel like you're too far, you're probably not. I kind of popped this, my incarnation sort of in a panic. And I accidentally got the mana sting on the rogue, but that's okay. She almost dies. Oh my goodness. Getting so close there. Ay, ay, ay. The worst thing is getting mana stung while the melee is chasing you. That is like, but I managed to pull it off. And once you have one left, it's like, okay, good to go. We got this. Not hard. I had no mana, but you know, I was like, I'll be fine. I even threw a couple of my a couple of my dots on him to help him out. Another mana sting, no problem. Got it on the tank. I think if I got it on any other DPS, if I got it on the DPS on that phase, I probably would have died. Probably would have wiped. So right here, you have time to drink, gain your mana, and you're good. Whew. Yeah, right, that was crazy. Alright. So yeah, just mana up and walk down this hall to begin the second phase. Second phase is pretty easy. You do have a time limit, but you guys will be okay. You have more than enough time once it starts to reach the area that you need to start. Stage 3, okay. This is technically stage 3, so here we go. Basically, your allies get captured and you'll be surrounded in this room with these little eyes. You're going to want to kill one at a time. Excuse me, one at a time. Because as soon as you kill one, they explode, doing about 30% of your health and damage. So what I like to do is just dot myself up, cast a bunch of my AoE heals, hots, all that, and then start killing them. I'm kind of higher item level, so I kind of rushed it, killed almost 2 at a time. But yeah, just play it safe, go one at a time, and you'll be fine. And just cast a bunch of hots on you, you'll be okay. Alright, the next phase, you'll have these little orbs here. If you get caught in those orbs, they slow the crap out of you, so just AoE them with your moonfire or whatever, kill them, and then run past them because they respawn. Kill these mobs here, these little fell bats and this guy. Knock them out before you move on to the next room. That's just personally what I did. It's more comfortable that way. I don't want to be killing these guys while there's orbs respawning around me. So yep, you got these orbs, kill them, run, and open this gate. These gates slowly open, and right now I have about, I think, you know, you're timed right now, and you're gonna have to heal these guys on the steps. So heal these guys, but stay back in this little corner because you see that little mob running around. It will fear you if you get caught in that circle. If you stay in this little circle, you won't get caught with orbs, and you won't get feared. So, and you're able to reach, you're in range to reach all your guys. Once you heal all of them, you're gonna have to kill this ranger at the top to clear this mob out so that you can reach the top of the stairs and open the gate. So they do a little tiny little mana sting on you. It does take a lot of your mana away. So I sat down here to drink, but if you just don't have time, check your time right here. It'll tell you. So right, I have 3 minutes, so I'm like, I'm good. I kind of used a dash up here to get up here quick. Wait for the mob to not be near you and open the gate. and you'll have more orbs. For the orbs grouped up, use your Sunfire, obviously, so it can take out multiple. And then just keep running because they respawn. Open the gate as fast as you can. And you'll have another set of eyes plus a mob to kill. So I killed the mob first while I dotted the first eye. And then I think actually the eye died first. So you'll be taking a lot of damage here. So cast a lot of your hots, a lot of your heals, and just start going to town. If you're lower item level, this might be a little bit challenging, but hey, you'll be fine. Nothing, like I said, kill the eyes one at a time. You have time to drink here or wait. I didn't want to waste any of my food, so I'm kind of just waiting for my mana to go up. And once we get into this next room, this is where the final fight will also take place. You guys will see. This part is the most challenging, and this challenge is a lot longer than others, so if you die here, you have to start all the way from the beginning, from the first phase where you're killing those mobs with a bunch of your group. So that is demoralizing, especially when you spend so much time trying to beat this guy and then you get killed and you're like, dang, I have to start all the way over. But anyways, this phase, he will cause your group to attack each other, so you'll have to heal your group members while you're healing these mobs that he summons to the middle. He pulls 3 mobs at a time to the middle towards him, and you need to heal them to release them. If you do not heal them, they will spawn in the final phase, and you'll have to fight them and the boss. And you'll most likely die if it's more than one. If you get one past, it's fine. You can kill it. So yeah, you'll see these mobs here. You won't be able to heal them until he really starts pulling them. See, I wasn't even paying attention to my DPS there. I was like, I got so lucky. But yeah, I use Tranquility here, the first 3. You need to save 8. So basically, do this 3 times. But you can let 1 through. I let 1 through that first time. I really messed up. But that's okay. This phase is really just like a heal check right here. Paying attention. I mean, salute to those mythic raiders, man. Now I know how you guys feel. Like, holy moly. So I popped my incarnation here, but I saved my drums. I probably could have popped it here, so if you guys want to do that, definitely do it. You'll have enough time for it to be on the next spawn as well. So I popped my drums here because I knew my incarnation was dwindling and I didn't use it in conjunction with each other, so I was like, well, might as well do this. These 3, you need to get these 3. So yeah, once you heal those 8 soldiers to maximum health, the next phase, the final phase, will begin. But like I said, if you let any of those soldiers get to him, they will fight you in this phase. So you cannot have more than 1. Please don't have more than 1. Otherwise, it'll be extremely hard. Preferably get 0. This phase is a little bit... I would say it's the easier phase, but you definitely have to pay attention. See, as you can see here, we have to fight I have to kill this guy before the next phase starts. And be wary of, pay attention when you notice that you're out of combat so that you can drink immediately and get some mana, because you will need it. So here's the final phase. Your group will not be taking too much damage, hopefully, if you follow the... So he'll jump on you and cast a dot on you, and when that dot explodes, it will do damage based on how much health you have. If you're above 50% health, it will do so much damage to your group. Your group doesn't take any damage by standing in that green fell, so don't worry about that. But you do, so if you notice you have too much health, just stand in the fell for a little bit. Try to stay between 15 to 30% health, but you need just enough health to where if he jumps on you, you don't die. And try to stack the fells right next to each other, close to each other, because if you don't, you will run out of room and you will probably die because you'll just be standing in fell. So right there, You're good. Heal yourself up. Don't heal yourself up too much, because like I said, you will cause so much damage on your group that you don't want to do that. You need to stay low as possible without dying. It is kind of hard, and it'll be frustrating if you die at this phase, because then you have to start all over. But you guys got this. Don't worry about it. You got it. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. If you feel comfortable enough where you're like, I got this, I can heal, it's all good, feel free to throw some dots on them like I just did there, because it will speed the process along. Solar see right there, I was a little bit too high on health, almost caused my entire group to die, so I popped Tranquility there. I was saving it for something like that. I knew that was going to happen, right? So I'm standing in the fell to get a little bit low. It's about to explode. Oh, and I'm good. This should be the last of the last here. I should not need to do... Boom, there we go, boys. We did it. You guys can do it. It's not that hard. Okay, it is hard, but you can do it. All it takes is just keep doing it, repetition, because you'll get used to it. But there you guys go. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, all of that, feel free to comment below. And good luck.